This is an administrative hearing being held on December 8th, 2025 in the Kosciuszko County Courthouse. This hearing is being live streamed. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in IC 6-1.1-1-1. The parcel number is 43-009-34-200-000-035. The property address is 106 West Maple Street, Mentone. The property owners are Gregory and Karen Patton. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Sarah Schloss, and I represent the assessor, who is the secretary to the Property Tax Board of Appeals. The persons representing the PTABOA are
Brock Ostrom.
Mike Settles.
Bill Olinger, good morning.
the person representing the county is,
Kathy Strange.
the persons representing the taxpayer are,
Greg and Karen Patton.
and are you the current property owner of the property?
Yes.
Will all persons who are or may be witnesses in this hearing please raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, if you would like to tell the board about your property and the reason for your appeal.
Okay, first off, there is an email that each of you should have a copy of. It's dated June 15, 2022. It is to Ms. Engelbrecht in regards to what the value is. So this dates back actually to 2022. Sorry. I'm gonna pull this up. Kathy at that point was under the misconception that the property located at 106 West Maple Street in Mentone was incorrectly estimated by us. The correct estimate of $20,000 is for the land and the home located at 106 West Maple Street in Mentone. Basically in 2014, my husband had a major medical issue. He had blood clots that traveled from his lungs or from his leg to his lungs and exploded. At that point, we were told by 7 cardiologists, he's done working. That's it. He not only was not able to keep up with what was going on with the property, he was having major medical. We're talking thousands of dollars. We have been at a loss for what to do. We know that there's leaks in the roof, there's foundation issues, the plumbing, the electrical, the entire house needs to come down. There's no getting around it. There's no using the bare bones because we don't even trust the bare bones at this point. I do want to say Kathy did send us an email, which we did not get until November 20th. That kind of outlined, and that's her August 1st, 2025 email. We did not receive that email at all until November 20th. Had we have received that, we would have kind of understood more about the actual proceedings. You will also find in your packet, there's photographs that are of the home. There's also emails from to Dave Jones, he is a contractor in Wabash. I was trying to get an estimate for what he thought it would take to tear the house down. There is also a Dennis & Sons out of Peru estimate for having that home torn down. At this point, we have received several offers from companies that we don't know if they're legitimate or not. There's several emails. We've gotten several pieces of mail through different sources. But the most that we have been offered for this property as it stands is about $2,500.
That was before the new taxes come out.
Yep.
And raised the value of the property.
That was when the property was valued at $9,800.
I noticed when we went back to take these pictures, which was, I believe, Saturday, the front door key didn't fit. It's like somebody took the first one off and put their own key on it. We got inside the house and you could see it looked like ibuprofen, so maybe been sniffing.
It had been crushed. It had been crushed, was on top of the bookshelf,
Yeah.
bottles sitting there and pills that we didn't do.
And when I go in, the refrigerator door's missing. The sink in the kitchen, I got pictures of it there. It's been taken off. I don't know what they did with it. I really don't. But I gotta go back and cut that lock off and put a different one on.
The lock that we put on the door was a master lock, had a master key with it. The lock that was on the door when we went there was an off-brand made in China, did not have master on it. So of course, our key did not fit. So we could not even get in the front door.
The house, the gas meter's gone. Nobody's living in it. Nobody can live in it. And, when they came into the house and like I said, we moved to Wabash. We haven't been back in a while. They have taken papers. They have taken different items in the house. They threw them all over the floor.
Trashed it,
They,
pretty much.
they completely trashed it. We don't know who did it. And the, part in the bedroom there, you can see where the, ceiling's coming down. But the house was not left that way. But, we're not renting it out. We're not, it'd be awful to try to do something like that. So I don't know whether to give it to, what is it, Humanity?
Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat for Humanity, to have them just come in there and see if they'll tear it down and put a new home there for somebody else.
Or donate it to like a fire department, or donate it back to the city, or these are tax things that we need to get in to see Tamara Smith, our tax lady. But we haven't been able to do that because, like I said, we did not receive this notice until November 20th. Even though you guys sent it out on the 1st, I haven't been able to reach her because, of course, it's getting to be tax season.
I've asked my sons if they wanted to pay to have the home taken down and then them build something there. I give them an opportunity to do that. I haven't, they haven't told me anything. They said they'd let me know more, at the latter part next year because they just both started new jobs. Want to make sure they'd be able to do it and stay in the same area. But the house is unlivable. You can't live in it. I agree with the property tax, as far as the property,
The
the
calculation.
land itself, being valued, but the house is not livable. I don't agree with the value of the house, the way they've got it. And they've got, on the window, they've got the picture.
That's the first picture.
Yeah, that was 21, 22.
Yeah.
So I had to board it up and put, locks on the door in case somebody was trying to come in there, which they found a way, so. Don't know when they did it, and I ain't been able to get out and do much with it.
Outside of, I'm just asking a question here. You seem like you paused here for a moment. Outside of your family members, if you were going to sell this, like in January 1st, you were going to sell it, what would you have expected? What would you have sold it for?
Right now, as far as the property value, as far as the land value,
All of it.
All of it together.
think about $8,000 for it.
Thank you for that answer.
That's what I'd take
What was
if
his
I
answer?
could, if I could sell it,
What would you ask for it?
8,000.
8,000.
Yeah. Now, like she said, 2,500 was one person, but that was before the tax, that's
That
where
was
the
before
property
increase.
went from, what was it, $5,000 or
It
something like
it
that,
went
up to
from
18.
98 to 18 something.
But I'm also looking into the point where if some organization would come in, tear it down and put a house up for somebody, I'm all for it,
When were these photos taken?
Saturday. I took those Saturday.
Because like, for example, the photograph that you have there, I can tell is a lot older photograph because the front awning part right there at the left beside the tree, that is now real, something landed on it.
I took all those Saturday.
Yeah, I know, but that photo up there is an old photo. Because it's not straight now, that corner is like a limb came down,
But
something. came
everything I
down.
took Saturday's in their package.
Yes,
So it's
in
new
there.
photos.
right.
I see in the documents that you've submitted to us, and thank you for preparing them for us, that in 23 and in 24, May Hill Homes
Mhm,
had indicated to you that they would be interested in buying the property.
mhm.
So apparently that didn't work out, or you didn't follow through.
We don't know if that company is legitimate or
Well,
not.
wait a second.
What-
Who's she talking about?
There's emails from it's one of those that we were like, yeah,
It had to be one of them that offered me 25 for it, that I mentioned a while ago. And that was before the property increased. Now, people starting to look at it now because the property, that, the land property went up.
Okay. And also,
That's as far as what I can gather.
thank you. Also, you were saying that you were having trouble communicating with the assessor's office, your email. So your email is kptton@yahoo, and that's not changed.
that has never changed. I've had that since I moved to Indiana.
All right, thank you.
A lot of people try to put an A for the patent part, but that email was already taken, so there is no A in it.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions?
Oh, May Hill Home.
I do. I just one more.
That's
So
one
I
of
see
them.
on the form that was completed by
Mhm.
you that you indicate on here that you believe the assessed value is better represented at 30,000
That was
for
in,
2025.
that was
Yeah.
kind of pick a number. Just pick a number was
Yeah.
what we were told.
She didn't, she just, said,
So this wasn't that 30,000 wasn't based on any verifiable evidence.
No.
You just, okay,
We just picked a number.
thank you.
we,
I have
I can't think
no
of
other
that.
questions.
Questions? Okay. They have no other questions?
And like we said, we're open to suggestions.
yeah,
Um,
I mean, anything, Mentone's been good to me. Kosciuszko County's been good to me. I worked here for many years.
Well,
And,
good. I'm glad to hear that.
I just, Dalton Foundry, I don't know, things are looking bad there now from what I've been told by the employees. But,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have nothing else.
Nothing else? Okay.
Okay, your first exhibit A is the emails sent to, the patent. It just explained, the changes in the value, what increased, what made the changes go up. I did send it to kptton@yahoo.com on August the 1st. On November 20th, she responded back on that email. The next emails are just back and forth about, scheduling, the scheduling date. She was wanting it changed and I tried to change it to the 15th. Neither date was real good for her. She's really busy. But at this point, we're down to the wire and we're at the last two hearings. So I did what I could, as far as that goes. On the Form 130, it states at the top in highlighted that the evidence must be presented by them. And I didn't get anything. That's why I went ahead and scheduled them for the board. My Exhibit C is a copy of the notes that are in our system. And this was done in 2022, per a correction of error. We changed the grade on the house to E+2 and condition to poor. Houses uninhabitable for the health department and Mentone town clerk. So if you look at the property record card that's attached, you can see the highlighted areas. It's still an E+2 and it's still in poor condition. Nothing has changed in that, as far as what we did in 2022. The only thing that changed is the land order that was done by the county. The land order changed the base rate from 150 to 280. The other thing that changed was our cost to build that was given to us by the state of Indiana. They increased that dramatically. You saw that across the board. They've been behind like 40% for a long time. That changed the values of the improvements. And then the last thing is the neighborhood factor. That neighborhood factor changes because of the trending that's done, and that's due to the market. We have to continue to stay with the market. There was a question on the original Form 130, and I'm not sure exactly what it meant, but I think she was questioning the size of the lot. And so I pulled the original plat. The original plat is Exhibit D. And if you look on the second page, I blew it up so you could see it better. It says it's 158 1/3 feet by 144. 158 1/3 feet is the width and 144 is the depth. And in their legal, on the next page, it states that they own half of the lot. Half about lot 4. Half of the 158 is 79. And the depth is still 144, which equals the 0.261 acres. Exhibit E is the CPI inflation calculator. This is, I put in there what they purchased the property for in 1996, which was $33,000. It brought it in at a value of $67,676.84. The only suggestion that I might give, we do have the house in poor condition. We might need to change that to very poor condition based on the pictures and everything. That would be my recommendation. If we do that, that takes the value from, where did it go? I wrote it down here. Yeah. It takes the value down to 23,900 as a total. 5,700 on the improvements, and the land will remain at what it was.
Say it again. Say it again.
It takes the improvements down to 5,700.
The improvements down to,
5,700. If I put it in very poor condition, 5,700, and the total value would be 23,900.
thank you.
Do you have any other questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
Are you looking to the board's advice on that, or are you?
I'm making that recommendation as the county after seeing the pictures that I just saw. Because I had nothing before this. As far as evidence.
Correct me if I'm out of line here, please, but is that something that you folk would agree to?
Total value being 23,900.
I think it's a fair assessment.
Here we go.
Do you have any other questions?
None.
Do you have anything further?
I do. What would your recommendation be as far as getting it torn down?
Well, as
That's
far
out of our league.
as far as getting, the possibility of Habitat for Humanity or somebody, is there any other groups that we may be able to contact, talk to?
That would not be our role.
Yeah, I figured you might have heard something.
And so, correct me if I'm out of line here.
Well, we can't speak to that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
right,
okay,
we can't. So,
okay.
what we've done in the hearing, I guess, is complete if you're in agreement. Whatever discussions like that would be outside of the hearing.
Okay.
So we can talk to.
I'll look further. Thank you.
Do you have anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. The proceedings are now concluded. The cause is adjourned until further order. The PTABOA may inspect the subject property and consider the evidence presented or requested. No additional evidence will be accepted for consideration unless that evidence has been requested during the hearing today. As soon as we can, we will mail you a Form 115 to let you know the board's decision. If you disagree with that decision, you have the right to file a Form 131 with the state. This hearing is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you all for seeing us today.
Thank you, folk, okay? Drive carefully wherever you go next.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Kathy, do you need them to hang around to sign?